Udacity Grow with Google Scholars. I'm back, and I want to take a crack at lesson six, powering through. We finished the quiz for styling an image, so we're going to move on to styling the font. So we're in that page now. So here it says. Style the font. For this quiz, you'll experiment with styling font using the Udacity text below. This text looks pretty boring. It certainly sure does. And just like the previous quiz, I'll give you an HTML and it will be your job to add style. You'll need to use properties related to font and text to produce the following results. Okay, so hint, the font color is a shade of purple, and then they give us a hexadecimal code for it. Fonts. When using fonts on the web, you must first consider what fonts are available to your users. Every operating system, be it Windows, OS 10, Linux, comes with a set of pre-installed fonts that you can use for customizing your websites. The way it actually works is fairly simple. When using the font family property, you specify the fonts you want to use. Then the browser, starting from left to right, looks at the font you've specified and checks to see if it can render the text using the fonts you provided. If it can't use the first font, then the browser moves to the next font and so on. The purpose of specifying, okay, so not going to read this word by word, but the person so it needs to be a consistent experience. So Udacity, the top one is Arial, and the one below is, wow, they look very similar. In the solution, I specified font family Helvetica or Arial sans serif. Therefore, the browser first tries to render the font Helvetica. On Macs, this works because Helvetica is a standard font package with the operating system. However, on Windows and Linux, it is possible, not likely, that those operating systems do have support for Helvetica. So the browser would then try to use Arial. Okay, cool. So it does it. It looks for a match and then it goes from left to right, just like how you're reading. That's awesome. Custom fonts. It is also possible to use custom fonts on the web. If you want to go ahead and start experimenting, you can check out Google Fonts. Okay, so I've used Google Fonts, and I'm going to bookmark this because, as you know, I am kind of a... okay, so I'm just going to do fonts right here. I like to have all my bookmarks in one place. Again, I've helped you out by writing the selector, okay, Udacity -text, and you have to add the CSS. Again, okay, I'm repeating. When you're ready, click Start Quiz. Okay, so we'll start the quiz. And so just again, I'd like to have a reference of, using the font. So I like to be able to refer to it right here. So let's see what we're trying to make. So we're trying to make it, yeah, pretty big, purple with like an underline. Okay, so add the CSS here. Okay, so so we're definitely going to do font. What was the command? Font family. Okay, and I think we're gonna do the same thing. Oh, it's a colon. That's right. I already forgot. So it's property and then value. Okay, so selector property value, SPV, selector property value. Okay, I've got to remember that. So let's also do the same thing. We'll do Helvetica, Arial, and then we want to do, I think we want to do sans serif as well. Okay, so first we have to do, I think it's font Arial. And then how do we set it to be sans serif. So you just do comma sans serif. I think that's a catch-all. If it doesn't find one of these, it'll just substitute sans serif. Sans serif. Okay, cool. All right, so let's test run this. It should render Udacity. Notice that in our example, it's capitalized. Okay, so let's see if there's a way to use CSS to set it to uppercase. Kind of cool little trick here. Text transform. Okay, so it's text transform uppercase. Okay, so let's do text transform, and then it's, remember, it's property value uppercase. Okay, how about underline? Do you guys remember that? I sure don't. Underline, CSS underline. Okay, so it's text decoration. Okay, so we'll definitely do that. Text decoration underline. Okay. Let's see how this looks. Test run. Okay, sweet. And then we'll do font color, and then we'll just do the, oh, font color did not turn. Is it just color? Yeah, it's just color. Let's see. Yes. So that looks right. I'm just going to submit. Ooh, try again. Oh, try increasing the font size. Okay, gotcha. It does look bigger. Okay, so font size 60 pixels. Hopefully that checks out. Okay, that looks much better. Submit. And we're good to go on that one. Cool. All right, powering through. Let's go to the next lesson. Oh, this is a video, so I'm going to pause it real quick.
We think it's incredibly important that you get feedback on your code as you write it. So we created the Udacity front-end feedback Chrome extension to give you feedback on quizzes as you work on your...
We're back. The lesson 6.4 was just about the Udacity front-end feedback Chrome extension, so we're going to move right on. This next topic is about selectors. At this point, you should be familiar with the basic structure of CSS. Every CSS statement is made up of a selector and a declaration block. So, okay, so this is the declaration box. Got it. The basic structure of a CSS statement. For this quiz, I want you to focus exclusively on selector part of a CSS statement. To do this, I've created a web page that is lacking style. That's me. The web page already has IDs and classes added to the HTML, but it's missing the right selectors to add the style. So, all right, so here it is, div, there's h1, source, okay. So it's missing the ID for some of these stuff. So ID, class, okay. It's your job to download the web page and fill in the missing selectors. If you do it right, your web page should end up looking like this. Okay, and how to complete the quiz. Okay, so this is one of those download ones. Okay, download the, okay, from here. Interesting. Okay, so we're going to click that. And then open, okay, so this is our usual kind of homework. Okay, and then here we're going to have to type a code. So cool. All right, so let's get started. I'm gonna, again, I like to organize my files, so I'm gonna bring this here to my folders, and this is lesson 6.5. Okay, wow, we've gone a long way. Okay, all right, 6.5, and I'm gonna bring that here. unpack that. Okay, and I'm going to open the index.html using Sublime Text. All right, cool. So I'm going to make this a little bigger. All right, so it's missing IDs here. So really we're missing the selectors because the IDs is what selects. So let's look at what is the completed one looks like. It's not there. Okay, so it looks, oh, that's definitely not that one. Let's go to, okay, so it should look like this. Okay, so I see that the caption at the bottom is italicized. So align center. All right, so let's take a look. All right, so this is the headline is let's see. Okay, so the way we're going to organize is the ID, we're going to call this article. Okay, so we'll just say ID equals article. Okay, and then the headline, so class equals headline. It's color red. And okay, so this one looks like it's for the picture because it has a border radius. Yep, it sure does. It looks like it's a rounded edge right here. So we'll make this a class. Let's say image. Okay, and then oh, hang on. 1 second here. Here is actually the definition. So really, this is menu. Okay, this is class item. Okay, and this is class image, and then the description is called class description. So I almost missed that. So class equals description. Again, ooh, that did not. Okay, do I need to do this? No, I don't think so. Okay, we'll see what happens. Again, this is all coming from right here. So this is a tag with a class. So class is item. And then this is an image. So there's, oh, class picture. Look at that. It's at the end. So we'll do picture here. And then this one is class description. It's not highlighting, blah, but that should be okay. All right, let's just save this and see what happens. Save. Okay, and then in Finder, we're gonna open this file using our browser. Okay, so that seems like that did not work. It didn't make this. Okay, so I'm gonna try it with the quotes. Okay, let's see if that makes a difference. So that's item. Oh, ID menu. Okay, that's right. So maybe this one too. ID menu, class picture, and then class description. Okay, save that, and then let's reload this. No bueno. Okay, all right, back to the drawing board. Let's see what I did not process here. So, okay, so this is the example. I'm gonna need to refer back to yeah, I'm gonna need to refer back to the previous section about CSS syntax. Okay, I just want to see an example here. Don't need to watch the videos, but if I can see an example, talk about units. Okay.
You'll be setting up some
Okay, so somewhere in here we learn about CSS selectors. Just need to find that real quick. Syntax problem set. Was it in one here? Problem set. Okay. Writing selectors. Okay, so div, text align, declaration. Okay, here we go. Item description, class, source. So it's missing here. Okay. Let's see. How does this, let's see if maybe we could just inspect this. Okay, so div class. Okay, where's the selector? We gotta go up to where the style is. Usually that's here. Okay, let's take a look. Oh, it's not really calling. It's not really calling any class either. Okay, maybe that's not a good example. Let's see. Menu. So I think here it should say ID equals menu, but let's CSS selectors. What did I miss, guys? Hashtag and then dot class. Yes. So okay, so the style denotes a hashtag for ID and it's a dot for class. So now I don't know if I need to put the quotes in there. I'm just gonna save it and reload and see what happens. Nope. Okay, so we may not need to put it in quotes then. Okay, dot class right here, and then dot class right here. And then same for description. Wow, this is really putting me, really challenging me here. Okay, so what did I miss here? So hashtag for the, is it star for elements? So dot class selects all the elements. Okay, so this is for everything. Don't want to do that. Let me show some examples here. No examples. CSS selector examples. Okay, here. So background yellow, child selector, div. Okay, if it's greater than. I'm not sure what these are actually. Combinators. Okay, that's deep. Just need to find selectors here. CSS selector example. The dot class. Okay, so dot intro. Okay, so you don't really have to do equal. Okay, so you just do a dot something. Okay, dot home. See, got it. Okay, so that's what we need to do. But the hashtag did not work though. Curious about that. So I guess you don't have to declare. You just do hashtag menu dot item dot picture and then dot description. Okay, am I on the right track here? Save that. Yes! All right, so okay, so I got the code right here, and I'm going to turn that in. Okay, and submit. Okay, cool. On to the next one. Yeah, so definitely something to remember there, because um, cool. Very nice. Go to the next. Okay, quiz using attributes. Using selectors is the fastest and most efficient way to add style to your HTML. Using selectors is the fastest. Okay. At this point, you've only practiced using tag ID and class selectors, but there are actually other types of selectors. If you want to read ahead, check out the following links. All right, it's for our nightly read. I'm going to bookmark these, and I'm just going to tag it select CSS selectors, and then save that, and then that's the ambient. Okay, so how selectors work. And do not bookmark. Oh. Okay, I'm going to bookmark. I want to snippet. So again, selectors. Save. Okay, so okay, I'm gonna run out of battery here, but I'll try to keep going. We'll explore these more in later sessions. Now it's time to put your knowledge of attributes to test. For this quiz, I've created you a simple to-do list in HTML and written the CSS to make it stylized. My to-do list: chores, load dishwasher, vacuum, living room, take out the garage, sweep, homework, party. Okay. Haven't you already finished project 0 for Fend? What does that mean? It's a little cryptic here. However, in the HTML, you see that some ID and class attributes are missing from the HTML. To complete the quiz, add the correct ID and class to the HTML to reproduce the to-do list. Oh, cool. That looks nice. All right. So yeah, we'll definitely, this is definitely a challenge. So edit to reproduce the solutions page. So it looks like that's the solution right there. Boom. Okay. All right, so start the quiz. All right. Oh, we're doing it right here. Okay, so let's see what we need to do first. I see there's a box around. Okay, so let's see if that's in the style. Okay, this is called to-do list. Let's run this real quick to see what it looks like. Test run. Okay, so it looks like this. Okay, so it definitely does not have the background. Okay, and let's see. Width 400 pixels. I guess that's this guy. Actually curious to see what happens if we reduce that to 100. Let's see what happens. Test run. Let's see. Yeah. To-do list width. So that was 400. That didn't look like it did much. Okay, so test run. Okay. So first thing to do is let's see. Background, padding, to-do list. So this is the body, style. Okay, so style, body, font family, Arial. Okay, really what we should do is we should do Helvetica, Arial, and then sans serif. I think this is good practice. Sans serif. Okay. Sans serif. So sans serif. I think it's sans serif. Sans serif. Like that. Okay. So what are we missing here? Chores, to do, chores, class list, load. Okay, so the style is here. What we want to do is this whole thing, div, and then we want to call it ID equals to-do list. To-do list. Okay, let's see if that does something, because this does change the background. Okay, so test run. Voila. Okay, and then what do we need to do? Okay, so these are actually white, and what is white? It's where when all colors are there. So our list. So the title. See here, the title is FFF. Oh, okay, so let's see. What does it look like? So FFF is black. So the absence of all colors. Okay, so what we need to do here is H1 class, and what is this? This is class title. Okay. Test run. So that made it white. Okay, so class. Okay, do we want to name every single one title? Because I think the text should. So, okay. Because now is the H2 then class title? And then everything class list. So this is title and list. Okay. Let's see what happens. Nothing happens. All right, so what does this look like? Okay, cool. So homework party, chores homework party. So that's actually chores homework party. So let's see. To-do list, title, underline list. Okay. Do we then need to change this to okay, interesting, because the chores here, oh, the chores, okay. Oh, I see. So the list isn't, so that's title, but the class is not. It's this guy, H2 class. Title. Okay, and then this is class title. Okay, let's run. So now those are all white. Let's see, what else do we need? Okay, so when it's completed, it's strike out. Oh, it is already. Okay, so what else do we need to do here? I think we're done. Not quite. Take a look at the feedback area for some pointers. The headings for each to-do list needs to be underlined. Okay. All right, so the headline for each of the to-do lists. So let me see what that looks like. Okay, so these. Uh-oh. All right, I may have to grab battery here for just a sec. Want to see if I can complete this before my computer powers down. Nope, not that. We are right here. Okay, so it's title and then underline. All right. So each one is title and then underline. And H2 is title and underline. So remember, you could separate the classes by spaces. So there you go, and I think we're good to go. Whoa, not quite. So it's underlined. Remember, you can add multiple. The task, brainstorm ideas should be marked out. Try using the class finished. Oh, so the task, brainstorm for ideas should be marked out. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Brainstorm for ideas. Brainstorm for ideas is crossed out. Okay, so brainstorm for ideas. So when completed, I think what we want to do is class finished. Live flag. Okay, so there's something called finished, and I guess, interesting. I'm curious to see how this will be implemented later when you actually click on the to-do list, how it changes class, because that's you technically don't want to hard code this each time, right? So I think, but for now it's the sweep, brainstorm, okay, and then send out. So it's item, the fourth item, and okay, so let's just make sure that's, so the fourth item on the list, let's see, to-do list, so sweep garage. Okay, so sweep garage is already finished. Add a list, brainstorm for ideas, I think this is class finished also. Okay, what else? Finish calculus problems and find sources for biology. So this is also class finished. And then this is also finished also already. And then send out invitation. Class finished. Okay, so let's do a test run on that. Okay, so that's checked out, striked out, striked out, striked out, and it's striked out. Is that all I need? It sure is. So I think we're done. Submit that, and woohoo! Headings, not quite. Take a look at the feedback error. So the headings for each to-do list needs to be underlined. Remember, you can. Okay. Yeah, let's see here. So class 1, title underline, my to-do list underline, homework, and then party. Okay, so this needs to be underlined as well. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna test run that. So everything is underlined. Oh no, party is still not underlined. Okay, party, title, underline, not underlined. Okay, cool. All right, guys. I'm going to be doing another video to finish up, quiz section 7, 8, and what else? Yeah, we're just going to finish up lesson 6 tonight, okay? We're going to work extra hard. All right, see you guys in a bit.